Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. Today I'm talking about advanced tests that women give men that they see as attractive. So if you want to appear more attractive to women, then you have to know about these kinds of tests that women do. And these tests are really interesting because most of the time, I think women are not even aware that they're actually doing these tests. It's kind of like a subconscious thing that men do that get women to react in that way where they feel more attractive and find that man more attractive to them. So one of these things that women tend to do or they tend to think when they're looking for a partner, and let's say they're dating a guy, these are the things that she's going to be looking out for, and these may, and some of these might even be like little red flags to her that lets her know that she's not going to continue to pursue this guy. So one of the big ones here is leadership, right? She will test your leadership skills, okay? And one of the ways that she'll do this is just by seeing how you react to her, okay, when it comes to setting up dates, when it comes to making decisions. So, for example, if you're just dating a woman, a big one is, where do you go out on a date? It could be something as simple as that, or what time do you go out on a date? So if you say to a woman, oh, hey, look, I'm free, I'm available, when do you want to meet up, right? And you're putting the decision in her hands, okay? She's not going to like that as much. She's not going to find that as attractive because it then puts her in a position where she has to be the leader. She has to be the one that decides, right? So if you want to appear more attractive to women, then make those decisions, right? When you ask a woman out, say to her, oh, when are you available to hang out? And she may say, oh yeah, I'm available Saturday, I'm available Tuesday. Instead of saying, oh, which day do you prefer? Say, great, how about we meet out on Saturday at this time, at this place. Now, there are going to be occasions where those times, those places are not going to be convenient for her. So let's say you tell her, great, let's meet on Saturday at 7 o'clock. She may say something like, oh, sorry, I'm not available at 7, but I can meet you at 5 o'clock, or let's say 9 o'clock, a bit later on in the day. That's fine, right? Because sometimes you may say something like, oh yeah, let's meet at this time at this place, and she may not be able to do those things. Or it could be that, let's say you decide on a place, like how about we meet at this restaurant, but she says, oh no, I don't really want to go to that restaurant. It could be that she used to work there, or she knows someone that works there, like an ex or something like that. That's fine, right? That's okay. It's okay to let her decide if she doesn't want to do those, go with your decisions, right? But what you do then is then you just offer an alternative, or maybe she'll even offer an alternative, which is fine. But most of the time, if you say, okay, let's meet at this time, at this place, most of the time she's going to be happy to do that, okay? So basically, you don't want to put the decisions in her lap. Right, so what you want to do when you're dating is you want to, look at your Google Maps and think of like the best places that you like to go yourself. Like, which restaurants do you like to go to? What places do you like to hang out? And then just have a bunch of those in your sort of like toolbox that you can say to women the way you'd like to meet them. Again, that makes a huge impression on them. They'll really like it if you're the one that's making the choices and the decisions. And also, you kind of don't want to come across as if you're free 100% of the time, right? So let's say you go to work, so you're only available on the weekends, which is fine. But if you try and make yourself available every single day of the week, it's going to make her feel like, oh, this guy is just willing to see me at the drop of a hat at any place at any time. And maybe she won't feel comfortable with that because she doesn't want her to have that such importance in your life, right? Which is quite an interesting thing, because you would think, oh yeah, she would want me to make her a priority. But you've just started to get to know a woman, right? This is something that she kind of clicks on with as well. When you just start to get to know a woman, she knows that you shouldn't be at that level yet where you're willing to drop anything to hang out with her. If let's say you've only been on one date together, you've only spent a couple of hours with, or it could be that you've only chatted online a few times, right? Let's say that you met her on a dating app, but you're already willing to drop any other plans that you had to hang out with her. That shows to her that for whatever reason, she's already the number one priority in your life, even though she hasn't done anything to deserve that yet, okay? So yeah, sure, like when a girl is your girlfriend or your wife, then yeah, she should be like high on the priority list, but not someone you've just met, not a woman you've just met, because first of all, you don't know who this woman is, right? She may not actually deserve that kind of dedication from you just yet. Okay, so that's really important as well. How much dedication can she sense from you at the very beginning? If she can sense that you're already like I said, you're already putting at the top of the list, she's not going to like that. She doesn't want to be your number one priority. Okay? Not at this current time when she hardly knows you and you hardly know her, because that makes her think that, oh, this guy has nothing else going on in his life. He's prioritizing me above his job. He's prioritizing me above his family, above his friends, who he's known for years, and he's only known me for 5 seconds. Okay, so you don't want to put her at the top of the priority. If you've got other plans made, don't cancel those plans with your family, with your friends, to hang out with her if you don't know her yet. Yeah, I know there's the pull of maybe getting laid and how exciting that can be, you know, and things like that, you know, and the allure of romance and how exciting that can be. But don't, you know, put off work, friends and family just to hang out with her. Do it at a time and see her at a time what is convenient for you when you've got no other plans. So that might be 1 hour a week. It could be that you can only see her on Thursday evenings because you've got other things going on, right? Let's say you hang out with your friends at the weekend. Let's say you're going golfing or something. You've got a weekend coming up where you're doing that. Don't cancel your plans just to be with her, okay? You've got to have a life. Okay, that's because that's one of the tests she's going to play. She's going to think, okay, this guy doesn't have a life. He doesn't have things that he is doing, that he's going for in life, because he's willing to drop all of those things just to hang out with me, and he's only known me for like 5 minutes. Okay? But like I said, obviously, when you have a girlfriend or a wife, then yeah, you do put them higher at the list, but not a woman you've just met. Okay? So another thing that she will probably test is your neediness. How needy are you? How often do you message her? So let's say you go out on a date with her and now suddenly you're just constantly in her DMs, right? And you're the one that's always initiating the conversation. You're the one that's always sending the longer messages, the more frequent messages. That shows to her that you're way into her than she is into you, right? At the very beginning, it should at least be 50-50. If not, she's more interested in you, okay? Because there's a study that was done which said, I think it was like Psychology Today or something like that, but women are more attracted to men whose feelings are unclear. Okay? And I learnt that study from Corey Wayne. Like he said it in one of his videos once. I'm sure he's probably said it in multiple videos. But that's true, right? Women tend to be more interested in men whose feelings are unclear. So you either want it to be 50-50 when it comes to the contact that you two are doing with each other, or she has to be doing more of it. And that's how it sort of goes, right? So those are some of the tests that she will play with you. She will want to see if you pass those tests. So what do you do when it comes to like the whole messaging thing? So, you know, ask her out ideally once a week first. Yeah? And then when she starts to get to know you, when she starts to feel more comfortable around you, then she'll start reaching out to you more, and then you can start seeing each other more. Okay? Because the thing about women, especially in the very first few fragile dates, the first few fragile stages, is that, you know, women need to feel comfortable around men, because obviously women are at a physical disadvantage around men. And one of a woman's instinctive fears, like it's a basic instinct in her, is to be around a man, right, who doesn't know what no means. Okay, that's one of her biggest fears. So she needs to warm up to you. She needs to feel more comfortable towards you, because at this current time, she's at your mercy, right? If she's hanging out with you, alone with you, she is at your mercy, because she can't overpower you. You can overpower her. So she needs to feel comfortable around you, okay? She needs to get to know you before she starts letting her guard down and letting you into her heart. Whereas you might see her, you might have one day with her and already be completely where your emotions are engaged, and you might even be in love with her and you really, really like her. Okay, but sometimes it takes women a lot more time to warm up to you, because she needs to feel more comfortable around you. And you do that by just backing off, by giving her space, by not messaging her, bombarding her all the time with messages and things like that. You know, by just allowing the love story to blossom and progress in that way. Okay, so it's very important that you don't completely bombarded with messages and things like that. Just ask her out once a week. That's all you need to do. And when she starts feeling more comfortable around you, she will start initiating more conversations. She'll be the one that's texting you first. And because you've been able to give her that space and been able to have backed off, and that's another one of the tests that women give. They see how often you message them, how often you get in contact with them, and how you react if, let's say, she doesn't reply to you immediately. If she doesn't reply to you immediately and you get really angry and upset with her and things like that, then obviously she knows that she doesn't want to hang out with you anymore, because you obviously can't keep your cool around her. Okay, so those are some of the tests that women do, that if you can pass those tests will make you look very, very attractive in her eyes. So thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to get in touch with me personally and you'd like coaching with me, then please go to www.christinelovridge.com, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.